Hello, welcome back. I'm the Cardian, and today we're finishing off our rules series, as well as giving you a bit of tips on how to play the Pokemon TCG. So, let's begin. And let's do this swiftly so we can get to the part where I can teach you the good things in the TCG. So, what am I talking about today? Well, there are special conditions that your Pokemon can be in, and to know these, you need to know these states because some decks utilize them in certain ways. So, what if my Pokemon is asleep, you may ask? Well, if your Pokemon is asleep, you turn it 90 degrees to the left, and then you cannot retreat or attack with it, and between turns, you flip a coin, and if heads, it is awake, and if tails, it is still asleep. Then, the next condition is burned. You put a burned condition counter on a Pokemon when they are burned. And between turns, you put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, then flip for the condition. And if it's heads, the condition gets removed. If it's tails, then the condition stays on. Now, what about confusion? Well, if a Pokemon gets confused, you flip it upside down, and then whenever you want to attack, you flip a coin, and then if heads, you get to do the attack like normal, but if tails, you put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. Next up is paralysis. And paralysis is inflicted sometimes, and it's a weaker version of being asleep. A Pokemon cannot attack or retreat when paralyzed, and instead of flipping between turns, at the end of your turn, a Pokemon is returned to its normal status and unparalyzed. And then poison. Well, poison, you do not flip with it like burned, and also it inflicts 1 damage point, 10 damage between turns to your Pokemon. This is probably the most common special condition that you'll find out there, so be prepared for that. Remember that the active position Pokemon is the only Pokemon that can be poisoned. If you move it to the bench, all special conditions are removed. Next up, here are some tips for your Pokemon experience. So, starting off, shuffle your deck. Shuffling your deck is a good way for you to play in tournaments. If you play in tournaments and do not shuffle your deck, they're going to think you're cheating. And just normal play, if you are playing cards and you get a handful of 6 energy and 1 basic Pokemon, that's bad. You want to shuffle your deck so that does not happen. Next up, don't play basic Pokemon. I'm not going crazy, but do not play basic Pokemon at the start of the game when you're playing Pokemon face down. And this helps your opponent not know how many cards in your hand are good and how many cards in your hand are Pokemon. So, some people still like to do it. You can still do it if you want to. It's just good to have a poker situation where they don't know as much about you. And then next, you need to watch, play, and learn about the Pokemon TCG. I can't tell you everything, but I can sure tell you a lot. But most of the experience is going to come from your experiences. Judge on what other people are doing. Play the game and learn about everything you can. That's how you do it. So, how about you? Did you think these tutorials were helpful? How have you enjoyed playing the Pokemon TCG? Do these tips encourage you to do more things? Anyway, this is your local Cardian. Good day and good night.